Good morning, everyone. I apologize for my late appearance. Last week during the league, after the league, I lost my phone, so it was difficult for me to come online. But I'm fine now. But my video is not going to be of best quality, but the information is going to go through. So I have a statement to release. I have some points to emphasize on, most especially the prices and the finances on how we're moving forward, so we know we're on the same page. After this, the director is also going to release his statement based on my statement, and with a conclusion on how things have to be done on and how he wants us as players and teams uh, going forward. So I'm going to start with the timing. I'm going to try my best to be fast as possible. I don't want this video to be more than 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to try my best. So I'm going to start with the timing. The game starts at 4:30. Teams arrive there. I want to congratulate the teams for their timing. The time was perfect. They came early at 4 p.m. So when you come at that 4 p.m., stop badging the organization. Just focus, change, get ready for the game. You can see change out there. You keep your dresses in your car. So it's going to save us trash and organization. So when you want to walk in the field, you can just walk up, dress with your water and whatever you need to take in. So at that time, they're going to open the field 4:30. That is 4 or 25, 5 minutes before time. When they open the pitch, the referees are already dressed outside. So when we go in, you just have barely like 20 minutes to warm up and the game starts. And if you start the game before 5, I guarantee you it's going to be 45 times 2. The last team, Ghana was complaining of the timing. That was because we started late. That was why they had to cut their time to meet up. So the second game is never gonna have that problem. So when you come early, dress up. Tell your players to dress up. The game is gonna hold. If the game is not gonna hold, you're gonna get the information before time that there's no game. But if there's a game, don't look at the field. The field is already ready for you to get in and play. So the next point I'm gonna go in is protocol. We have to be organized. I see a high level of disorganization. If we cannot be organized, there's no way we can go to the next level. There's no way. We have the board, we have a process for substitution, we have a license format. We have a license format, and no team. This was a point that we concluded on it. If a player can come out, but that player is not going to go in no more. But you can make uncountable number of changes. You can change 20 players if you want. But the player that comes out is no more going out. That's how we want to institute a level of professionalism so we can start attracting people. We have cameras that are coming. We have this next phase of this tournament is coming. But until then, we have to professionalize ourselves. The board, the changing board is there for the highest level of professionalism. If we follow that pattern, this is your license. When the game is about to start, the coach send 10 players or 11 players to the referee for checkup. Those players, they're going to hold their licenses. These licenses is going to be collected by the match delegate. The match delegate now is then in turn going to fill the match form, and the game can start. During the game, if a player you need to make a change, referee or coach, send your player with his license to the match delegate. The match delegate is going to do the checkup and register the player on board. Now he's going to contact the referee or whatsoever to make the change, and the change has to be registered with the numbers. You cannot come out and go in. So it should be the formation of the coaches to strategize. This is a league. Prepare your team for the tournament. So I'll go to the next point. I'll go to awareness of and information. You can take this video to your teams. What I understood what we understood on the first day, teams are not aware. The organizers, the coordinators, you don't take the information properly to your team. Some of the teams. It's very embarrassing when a player comes to the field and asks, why are we paying $5? Why are we playing with licenses? What's going on here? It has never been like that. That is a problem. You need to inform your team. And for the teams, if there's something you don't understand, don't come to us and ask it. It's better for you to ask your fellow team. Hey brother, this fee that they are paying, was it discussed in the meeting? Because you don't pay attention in the meeting, it will lead to this result. Your teams have to be aware. You have to give them the project individually. This is not a project where an individual person will want to spend for their team. No, because when you turn to want to take this project for yourself, it turns to be a burden on us, because you start to require a lot from us. Because it will be now that you have spent $1,000, you have spent $2,000 from your pocket. Now you need a higher prices, you need things. No, you need, this is, we had, in this forum, we have about 20 teams. Only 8 teams could make it, because it's a project. It's all about, there's no registration, it's $5 and $20 for us to move with this project. Some teams are standing by to see how it's going to look like. But I believe everybody is aware. Please take this information to your teams. Then another thing I want to emphasize on is the jerseys. I see teams changing. When it's time for change, the player in the field is going to take off his shirt and give it. Brother, there's corona out there. Just for the sake of corona, it cannot happen. There's corona out there, bro. People are sick outside here. There's illnesses in the atmosphere. You cannot do that no more. We dress good, we do everything good, but how much is the jersey? If a team is incomplete, you don't have complete jerseys, make arrangement to buy it ASAP. Or you can come out with a lineup before you give jerseys to the players. So when it's time for changes, the player you choose to go in, you give him now the jersey. The jersey has to be complete, shorts, top, and socks complete. If you are not well dressed, the match delegate is not going to validate your license, because your number have to correlate with the match form, because that's your information. If you score a goal, that's the number, that's the information we'll take to the end. Please. And if you are not well dressed, if your team only have 11 jerseys, no, that's all. You're not going to make no change. You're going to play like that. So, I've talked about that. Then with fines, the cards, there's no fine. The cards are free. You can just be suspended accordingly. If you have 2 yellow cards, it's a red card. If you have a red card, you are suspended for the next game, and you are escorted out of, the security is going to escort you out of the fence, the field. So now we have to, there are situations that will have to institute fines from that will concern the coaches. We have demarcated the field, separated the players from the spectators. So if you're a player, there are seats available for you. You have to be seated. And if you're a spectator, you have to be behind the rope. On both sides, only 2 people are allowed to be up when the game is going on. And there's going to be a demarcation for the coaches. Coach, if you cross your line, it's going to be a first warning, second warning. The third warning is going to be a card. And that card you have to pay. It's going to be a fine. That's the only card that is going to be fined. At least $5 minimum, depending on the director and the organization, on how the violation looks like. Because it's a violation. If we maintain that level of professionalism, believe me, things will start coming out. We can now say, okay, a sponsor can come and see. For example, this is a shirt. This is the level of which we want. We want a shirt like this with your logo, with your number, and if possible, the name at the back. If we are all organized like this with shirts and with the shorts and the socks, uniform, I believe you sponsors are going to come. You see, this is your logo here. This place is for sale. This place is for sale. The back is for sale. Sponsors are going to come. We have sponsors on the tunnel waiting to see how organized we are. By the time we appear very professionally, people will come. Mary Restaurant would like to come here. Sam Soya would like to come here. People want to come, and that's money. Money will start coming in. Now we can bring videos. We still have apparatus that we have not released. We're planning to release a TV project. Unless we are well organized before we can proceed to that. People have to be well dressed so sponsors can come in. There's Wazobia, there's Farmers Market, there's Walmart, there's HEB. There are more than 1 billion companies in America, and they are ready to sponsor, because when you approach them with sponsorship, they're going to look the African community and see if they are their customers. Yes. All Africans buy at Walmart. Why Walmart is not going to release $10,000 for an African project unless we are organized? So I'm done with that. We'll talk of the fines. We'll talk of the rainouts. It's going to be times when we see rain, let's be scared of our league. If we see the rain, let us be scared. Maybe the games can be postponed if there's any rain. That is the consequences of a community that has nothing, of a community that will beg for a park to play. So you have to work on the rules of the regulation for the community that owns the park. So now I'm going to go. How many minutes is that? I'm going to go straight to the prices, which is the most important. And so I'll break it down. I'll break the expenses of all what we are expected to spend. So I will start with the prices. The first price, that means for the playoffs, the person that is going to win it, the first prize is going to be $2,000. $2,000 for the first prize. The second prize is going to be $1,000. The third prize is going to be $500. The league winners. The league winner, that means the people, this league that we're playing before the playoffs is going to be the first of that league. For me, eventually that will be the most important. But since now we're still trying to organize ourselves, teams are not fully prepared, it can be as a setup. So we're going to leave it low to $500. So if you come out first of your table before the playoff, you have $500. The most disciplined team is going to have $300. How do we classify that? Your discipline, how adaptive you are in the tournament, how cooperative you are, how you understand the game, how the less number of cards you have, all those, your timing, all those is going to count for how disciplined you are. Best player $100, best goalkeeper $100, best coach $100, best defender $100, best midfielder $100, highest goal scorer $200. The best coach is still going to go up depending on how organized we are. So the trophies and the medals is going to cost at least $1,000 for customized trophies and medals. So the total is $6,000 for prices. $6,000 for prices. Now, when it was agreed that, it was discussed and agreed that the $20 is going to go for the prices. Now, teams are not paying. Teams have not yet finished paying. The director is going to emphasize on that. So we're taking an estimate of 30 players per team. If you times 30 players per team, it's going to be $240. And $240 is going to be $4,800 per player. So that is going to be a deficit of $1,200. And we're not sure for 30 players per team. That's just an estimate. So we are already on $6,000 for prices. 6,000. So we need an extra $1,200 to complete that. That money is going to come out from the organization. That is not only what is going to come out. I'm going to go now for the referees. It was estimated that we need 2 referees for $70 per team. So when you look at the league, we decided that we cannot go for 2 referees. We cannot go for 2 referees because the league, the intensity of the league is high. So we are going for 4 refs. It's 4 refs. The match delegate is getting paid $40 per day for the 2 games. The 2 linesmen are getting paid $50. The central referees are getting paid $70 each. So on the total money estimated for the teams to produce for the ref is $520. $520. But the total cost for the refs is an estimate of 740 plus $760. $760. So times 10 is gonna be $760 minus 520. So the committee is adding about $180 each game. That's why we have to take out from the coffers to add it for the ref, so we can have a beautiful game, because we are more interested in how organized we can be, because the money is going to come in. So when you sum, then we have the chairs. The renting for the chairs is $100 for her. When all the teams are seated comfortably, it's money for those chairs. We don't have those things. We have nothing. So when you times 100 times 10 weeks, it's $1,000. When you times $180 for the additional referee for the ref times 10 weeks is $1,800. So with the total of that is going to be $9,000 for expenditure. $9,000. What we show that is going to come in from ourselves is $4,800 minus $9,000. That's $4,200. That money has to come out from the coffers, because the league has been monetized. That's why we're asking $5. We have the fuel is being paid off. I will allow the director to post the rental for the fuel for the first quarter just for 5 minutes, so you can go through and he delete it because it's confidential document. Therefore, the fee is being paid for 4 quarters. The first quarter is 4 weeks. The 4 weeks is about $4,000. And the city is asking 12.5% of all revenue generated from the food, the drinks, the gate. The city is asking 12.5%. That is the main reason the Spanish people, they did that. And they had to go get their stuff for their community. That's what we should do. It's not possible for us to be giving this city more than $20,000 a year and giving them 12.5% of our revenue. And that is the more reason we have to all join together to have a vision where we can own our own things. We can have our land. America is for sale. So I think that is the rough estimate for the prices. The first price is $2,000. The second price is $1,000. The third price is $500. The league winners is $500. For me, the league would be the most important. If you win everybody and you top that league, it should be the most important. But I cannot elaborate on that because it has to be a meeting. I'm just giving a statement because we all discuss this. I don't want to create or impose something that has not yet been discussed, the value, because it has to be debated which one is a priority, or both of them should be priorities. So for the first prize, I feel for the success of the league, we feel really happy And there are many more things to come. Many more things to come. The little budget we put down, there was no budget for it. And we have a vision. The good thing is that it's in America. All of us as a community, our income is millions of dollars. If you join everybody in that field, that how much everybody is making a year, you will come out to an estimate of about $10 million a year. I promise you that. We have ITians, we have engineers, we have people that make 300,000 a year, 500,000 a year. As a community, we worth more than $10 million. As you look everybody in that field, from the players to the organizers, we just need to organize ourselves. We come in with a strong system, cameras. When we finish this protocol, maybe next year or sooner, the sooner we get organized, the better. We're going to come in with cameras. The cameras, it can be a $200,000 or $300,000 project. It's nothing. This is America. If we engage in that project, before the end of that year, we are done with it. And it's not going to be a debt, because together as one, we become too powerful. Africans are the strongest organization on earth. Nobody is powerful than a black man. That's why they don't want us to understand ourselves. They don't want us to do things ourselves. There's no organization in the world that does not have a black man. From the Congress to the doctors to Elon Musk to Donald Trump, in his committee, there must be a black person. We are the alpha species of our generation. There's nobody intelligent than us. Soccer started in Africa. Civilization started in Africa. That's why when we come in with a league, it's different. It's never going to be like the Spanish people. The Spanish people will be like, wow, can these people be organized? And when we organize, we attract the whole world. Adidas, I can bring you Adidas. I can bring you Puma. I can bring you Uber. I have all the companies that are online. They have a manager and a CEO. They are ready to receive a phone. And what they want to see, how organized we are. I will end it here. The director is going to come out with I know he's the one that runs everything. Me, myself, I'm a player. We have a committee that is set up for this. We have a committee of 15 people. Apart from all these expenses, everybody is on the payroll. Everybody is on the salary. Nobody is making less than $15 an hour. Nobody. So we have to be mindful of the expenditure. Let's tell the community we need support. Advertise, bring people so we can have more money. Now we have a budget of more than 15,000. Then just the fuel alone, it's going to cost us more than 12,000. Where is that money going to come from? That means for us to succeed, we have to raise about $30,000 for everybody to be satisfied. We need balls, we need stuffs. Come on. But all we're asking is organization. If we are organized, people will stay quiet, because as black, we are the best. Now, for this first prize, $2,000 is going to come with a special prize. I'm going to release a prize that is going to be more than $1,000, and that is going to be a set of 20 jerseys and 20 socks for the teams that is going to win the league. So, because next year we're going to go strictly customized. There's no way you're going to play without having customized shit with your logo. Brandon Football Association, BFA. We're going to have sponsors. We have a list of sponsors. Together, myself, my team, and the director. The director himself is very specialized for sponsorship. If we are organized, he can pull sponsors everywhere. And people are ready. Even us individually. We have companies. We have institutions. We have schools. Bring your small business. Bring some little money that can help any team. We're going to advertise you. We're going to tattoo all our jerseys. So, the jersey is going to go for the winner. But as time goes on, how about maybe the runners up, or maybe both teams that reaches the finals can both have jerseys. But for now, for what I know we have on hand and it's ready for the team, it's a set of jersey worth at least $1,200. It's going to be 20 pieces and 20 socks. I'm not bluffing. I have it right here. I have the socks ready for you. It's right there. We have the jerseys ready. We have jerseys ready for the winners. You're going to choose which one you want. And as the time goes on, if the director, the pressure is light on him, we help him with the organization, we can vote for for another jersey for the two finalists. How about that? But we have to be organized. Then now we have, if you look around, we have jerseys outside for teams that don't have jerseys. Buy your jerseys. If you are incomplete, buy your socks. There are always socks outside. It's just $10 for a piece. So that you are organized, because there's no way we're going to make a change, a substitution, when you're not well dressed. There's no way. It's not going to happen. So thank you so much. This is a statement I really had to release. Take your time to go through it. If there's any question, you can DM it in the group. The director is going to take charge of it. We have to know that the first prize is going to go for a price of 2,000, with prices worth about. Then there's no, trust me, with sponsors. I haven't even brought the sponsor. We haven't even brought the sponsors yet. It's going to be more sponsors. This is what is on our level. Nobody have come in here to say, hey, I want to sponsor this. That would be a different thing. But as African, we are sure of ourselves because we can take care of ourselves. So the sponsor that comes in is going to be negotiable. It's not going to be like we're begging, we don't have prices, or it's going to be negotiable. And we're going to release the sponsor to all the teams. So I'm going to release this, and it's going to be a couple of hours. The director is going to release his own statement. And one more thing before I go, we have our names. I see teams giving nicknames. Let me choose. Let me say, okay, which file is this? Houston United. Let me see. Let me give an example. Abdelazir. Abdelazir. What kind of a name is this? This form is your profile. If you fill this form, it's going to go on the website. So when they type your name, or maybe Houston United or Black Stars, tap. They type your name, your profile comes up there, your age, your whatever, your videos and everything. How can a sponsor respect us with this? And this file, this is the envelope for Houston United. This is what produces you a license. This is what, from this form, we take it and we need your names, because it's going to be a time where teams going to be suspicious of players, that this player was not there for the league. Now you're going to bring your licenses. You're going to bring, if they cannot identify you with this, you're going to bring your national ID card. You're going to bring another form of two form of identification, so that the names can match. At that point, you have Abdelazir, you have fuck. Sorry for cursing, but you are done. There's no way. You are cancelled. Next year, my friend. We have to be serious. There's no way. The Premier League, this is a Premier League. There's a level of professionalism for a Premier League. There's a difference. That's why in Europe they are so professional, because of details. Because of details. And this form, if a player suspects that a license has been made, or this player have a license, this is where they go and extract your match form to see if you sign, and read before you sign. There's a clause there. Automatically you have signed for this team. And if you go to play another team, this is a form that is going to breach you out. You're going to be suspended. And if a player have a red card, the security is escorting you out of the gate till when your game is over. And in a situation where you want to cause a drama, because at your home, with your family and your house, your beautiful house, you will never cause no drama in that house, because you are scared that you break things and you'll be the one to pay. When you come to an environment where the leverage is not on you, you think you can disrupt things for people that have sacrificed all their time. You think when we approach you to calm things down, you can be so hyper that you want to destroy things, and you cannot. But when you are at your house, you are very organized. But when you come to the field, you want to destroy things. You have to face the United States of America. That's the next thing. We're calling the authorities immediately to help you. because you want to destroy this thing, but in your house you are no more mad, you are very organized and a gentleman. But when you come to where you know that you are not responsible for something, you want to spoil the party for people, you face the United States of America. You have the United States government to explain to. That's where we will release you. And we have officials. Our community is very strong. We have people of the highest authority right in our midst. So you have to know that in terms of any violence, we will not tolerate it. It will never be tolerated. Thank you.